the pass. No, he's not. He's just going to go down the outside.
Easy run, great run, here, Durant. Oh, what a pass! What a try! To get it away here now, short pass. Now they've got numbers, and Bailey will slide through.
He's that great dummies, gets it out wide.
Oh, sensational! They're going short here now. They're going to play it back on the inside. There's going to be a try! Barrow still have it. Here's Maloney. Here's Maloney. Gets it away to Ritson. Ritson Cooper.
Plenty of P&G interest with the London Broncos, and many of which start today, including Morea, Robert Matthias, Alex Max and Apel Capinas. Regan Campbell-Gillard was also a summer coup, and he takes the lead as the captain of the London Broncos side, taking over from local legend Will Lovell. As for the Widnes Vikings, well, of course, there's a lot more continuity with the Widnes Vikings side that played the London Broncos in the final game of the 2025 season. And there's also a couple of familiar faces, including Jordan Abdul, who played for the Broncos in their 2019 Super League season. And as well as that, Matt Fleming also had a stint in London, as well as Matty Fozzard, who makes the bench today. So plenty of P&G flags made, and we are ready to get this Betfred Championship campaign underway. London Broncos taking on the Widnes Vikings. And straight away, it's a big hit from Regan Campbell-Gillard. It's 8 minutes in, and now there is a ensuing brawl here between both the Broncos and the Vikings players. Almost every player involved. The referee's got a decision to make here. Widnes were unhappy. So as you can see here, it's a high one, and the arms aren't wrapped from Campbell-Gillard. Referee's indicated time off. And it certainly takes a lot to hold him up.
Still far.
And Hawkins almost breaks through, and London are in for the first try of the 2026 Championship season. And it is Dean Hawkins who broke the lines just moments after Widnes felt as though further punishment was required for Regan Campbell-Gillard. Croft's kick is good, and the Broncos have a 6-0 advantage. He is held.
Release hold. Go 3.
And it's quick hands from Morea. There's a pass on the outside, but they may not need it here, London. And it is a try for another debutant in Alex Max. One of the players who's played under Jason Dimitri for P&G. And he goes over to extend the Broncos' advantage. To extend the advantage to 12. And the kick is good. Now on the Broncos have a 2-score advantage. Just a few yards from the try line. Yes, given back, and Widnes are over, but they're held up, and then he gets down, does Jordan Johnston, and that is a try for Widnes. And the tenacity of Jordan Johnston there. Abdul's kick is good, and the deficit is half for the Widnes Vikings. Johnston now out to Lyons, and opportunity here down the right hand side with Mike Butt, who's just brought down. He hands it off though, and it's another great tackle. This time it's Jack Owens brought down. And now Jordan Abdul will kick once more. And a combination of Morea and Elliot Wallace just losing it behind him, and there's an opportunity for Widnes to go over here. Morea has picked it up and is taking it into touch. He's given a stern talking to Campbell-Gillard. who's certainly made his presence known in the Betfred Championship so far.
Quick out, please. Swan.
Here is Abdul now. Opportunity for Widnes to break through. And they touch it down, and Widnes have scored. And it's Sam Wild who broke through and managed to get over once again. And the Broncos, who started well, just need to reset. Abdul's kick. And it comes off of the upright. And the kick is no good. And here is Fozzard. And there is going to be another penalty against the London Broncos here. In any further punishment. So Nick Gregson is the player to be brought off. And the kick sails through, and Widnes bounce back after that misconversion from Abdul. Campbell Gillard has certainly been at the forefront of this game. Both of his brutal runs through the middle and indeed some of his tackles. Now Croft held on the fourth tackle, and Hawkins has made his way through here, and he hands it off, and the London Broncos are over, and it's touched down by Robert Matthias, and the referee has awarded the try. And that is exactly the response that Jason Dimitri would have wanted from his London Broncos side.
Time on.
And the kick is wide from Croft, so it is just a 4-point lead. He ran more sideways than making too much yardage, but still an opportunity here for London. The kick to the corner, and it's fumbled and out of play. It was a great opportunity, well executed kick, and it's Neil Chimambe who couldn't quite get it under his spell.
Hold, go for.
Bianek tries to punch it through the middle. It's held up, and then he tries to hand it off. It's backwards, and London have gone over. And the referee has awarded a try. And Regan Campbell Gillard gets his first try for the club. And he kick sails through. And London have gone over here to extend their lead. It was Lewis Bianek who forced his way through after Widnes conceded a penalty. It was the poor kick that immediately put them back under pressure. And it's very difficult to stop from that distance. And he crashes through 3 Widnes players. And Jack Croft looks to extend the advantage, make it a 14-point game. That's a 16-point game now. Kick to come here from London. And they continue to play here, and Smith hands it off. It's a little kick through, and Hawkins almost found it. It's come loose, and the referee has adjudged a knock-on.
Still 5.
It's out to Hawkins.
Still 5.
Across to Meadows, and now out onto this left-hand side. It's handed off, and London go in the corner. And that is going to be another Broncos try. And they have pulled away from the Widnes Vikings in their second half. And Elliot Wallace gets in on the act. And the kick is no good from Croft.
Go 3.
And London edging ever closer now. Meadows goes himself, he's over, and the referee has awarded it, and this is turning into a second half rout for the London Broncos. And it's Jimmy Meadows off the bench. And Croft's kick is in off the upright, and Smith tries to force his way through. And the kick from London comes, and it's fumbled by Owens, and that is going to be a knock-on And now here come London through the middle, and it's Alex Max again that's over. And another try in what is going to be an emphatic win to kickstart the London Broncos 2026 season. Alex Max has 2 now. Alex Max with his 2nd try of the game. And this time the kick sails through from Jack Croft.
Go 2. Clear, still 2. That's clear, still 2.
That's quick hands out onto that left-hand side with Robert Matthias. Now Robert Matthias still going here and tries to fight behind him. Broncos are still going. It's Gyro Voro, and then he's brought down and out into touch. But that was a hit to enjoy. And that will be that in this Betfred Championship opener between the London Broncos and the Widnes Vikings. And this new look Broncos side, who had their autumn takeover, the only full-time side in the division. They've brought in a lot of quality. They were given a stern test in that first half from Widnes, who went in at the break just 1 score down. And then it was a second half shutout from the London Broncos, and it became somewhat of a rout, with the Broncos emerging 44 points to 12 winners.
Yeah, overall really happy. I thought we started the game really well, had a real clear mindset of how we wanted to play, but fell away with our discipline, and we needed to tidy that up, which we spoke about at half time. I thought the start of the second half and the patience that we played with in the second half was outstanding. We really put Widnes under a lot of pressure, and that turned into points and added up for what was an all-round great day and a great start for the club. I thought Dean Hawkins was pretty good, and Reg, I thought, for his first game as captain, led the way, but as I said to the players, there's probably every player in the team contributed to what was a pretty strong win.
Yeah, obviously disappointed with the result. You break it down into 2 halves. I think the first half, you go 10-0 down within the first 10-15 minutes against no doubt, obviously, league favourites and quality full-time outfit. I think we showed some real character to come back, get ourselves back in the game at 12-all. Then just 2 or 3 minutes before half-time, we switch off again, and they get us. You come in at half-time and you assess it, and you think every time we've had 3 or 4 good ball opportunities and took them and scored. And I thought we looked really dangerous when we was near their line and asking questions. And then second half, we speak at the start. It's important. We've got to be smart. They're going to come out firing, and they did.
We're just waiting for Scott McLeod to give it the go, and Ransom does. Off the kick to left hand side, it's going to be Gathering Spring with the first carry. Aims it for Fairbank, but Fairbank does well, out out. Right underneath those posts, 20 metres out. Last one for Doncaster, it goes right to Aston. Crossfield kick. Looking for Briscoe, Tim's underneath it as well. The ball comes loose. And it goes dead in goal for a goal line dropout, and Doncaster confirming that they're winning the territory battle at the moment, but still 0-0. But it's the first repeat set of this game. Good tackle there from Crooks and Calcott. One upstairs, one downstairs, wrapping up the ball. Scrappy play the ball, and the last one for Dons. Aston finds Smeaton onto Holmes. Nice play. It goes out to Briscoe, back on the inside. There's going to be a lovely try here for Doncaster. And they open up the scoring. Lovely play. Up his steps, and the Doncaster fans on that far side will tell you that it's through the post, the flags are up. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Is it an 8-point try here? Yeah, it's an 8-point try. Well, the referees must have ruled that there must have been a foul and they had to score in, and it's a rare occasion in rugby league. 8-point try. So what happens now is that Corey Aston gets the ball and we'll have another shot at goal from bang in front of the sticks. It'll be interesting to find out exactly what happened there, but an 8-point try. We've been told it's dissent that it's been given for. So Discipline not that good at the moment. And technically, that's the first penalty of the game. I think we must have missed the six again. The six again, I did not see that at all. It's Forster! Forster's over the line! And Ben Forster! A dream debut! 3 years in the making. Ben Forster, the forgotten man in his first stint in 2023. He's gone away. Earned his stripes at Rochdale and Oldham. Come back to the Panthers. Straight into the team, and what an impact off the bench. As Hansen just the side of the posts. He's 1 from 1-2. And Halifax do strike back. Halifax plays the claim, he's lost the ball, but referee rules play on. Burns finds Glover, Glover gets over the line, and that's soft. That's a soft try for Halifax to concede. It's James Glover that's gone over. Up he steps. Strikes it well, but it's just going to go across the face of the posts. So Aston 2 from 3 this afternoon. Bit of a waste of play that, to be honest. O'Brien surveys with dummy half, gets the offload away to Zenon. Zenon being pointed towards centre field, brushes off Boas. Zenon still going. 25 metres out, centre field, last tackle for the Panthers. O'Brien, he goes back to Sorich. Sorich, up skipping a jump. Out the back to Nofaluma. Nofaluma goes with Salford. David Nofaluma, can he get over? Yes, he can! David Nofaluma! And again, Halifax score after points. And it's that man, David Nofaluma. To the delight of those Halifax fans on the far side. Kyle Eastman's team top may well have changed from that, but I don't think so. Halifax have come upfield twice and have come away with points. And the Halifax fans will tell you that Jack Hansen has picked up on where he left off last year. And he's certainly got his kicking boots on. Goole will just set it up. 15 metres away from the line, centre field. Jones goes left to Boas. Glover finds Gebby. Gebby comes back on the inside. Gets the offload away. Boas short ball to Jacob Jones. Oh no, it's Connor Jones, sorry. There's too many Jones on this field. And Doncaster, 12 men, remember. Stopped well by Lew and Calcott. Last one for Doncaster. Goes back to Aston. Is there a one-pointer incoming? Hey, there is. Oh, it's the post and goes in. And Corey Aston goes early with a 2-score advantage. I'm a big fan of that. Gets brought down by the Dons defence. On Zenon goes up the blind side. Stealing 10 yards. Oh, the ball comes loose. He's throwing it away. And Halifax going to throw this game away. Boas to Gebby. Gebby. We've seen him score amazing tries against Halifax in the past, Gebby, but Doncaster are right on Halifax's goal line. Scumstead, O'Brien finds Hansen. Out the back to Nofaluma. Nofaluma tries to shake off the challenge. He gets to Charlie Graham. Sets back on the inside. Graham, can he get over the line? But the Doncaster defence push him out, and that may well be the game. And look at the reaction from the Doncaster players. Goes Holmes, gets brought down, and there is the final hooter. And it's the end of the game. An attritional game here at the Eco Power Stadium.
Yeah, really happy. I think for more of the 80-minute performance, I thought they stuck to what we spoke to them at the beginning of the game, and all week have been really direct, put them in pockets and go hard defensively. I thought first half we was really dominant in field position. Probably could have maybe come away and thrown a little bit more shape at them, but saying that, I'd have preferred having that, high percentage and really grind it out, and that's what we did. Look, it's always a starting point for everybody. You know, round one, you know, the conditions, I thought we played them really well. You know, didn't come up with many yardage errors, so it put them under pressure and made them have to come out of their own end constantly. And I thought we was really aggressive defensively, and yeah, really pleased.
Yeah, and obviously we want to win, so yeah, we're disappointed. We thought that we could have found a way to win there. I know that obviously it's our first hit out, but I just don't believe that's an excuse. I feel like there was pivotal moments there in the game where we could have found a way, and ultimately we didn't.
We got back to 12-all at half time. How disappointed that we didn't kick on after half time, especially with Doncaster being down to 12 men.
Yeah, absolutely, unbelievably disappointed. You got to take your moments and find a way to impose your game and build pressure and ultimately not concede when the opposition is down to 12. And I think we did that. I thought that was really poor from us. It is what it is. We've got to learn, and we'll learn quickly how to manage those periods of the game, and we'll get better.
Teammates, and here we go. Championship Rugby is back. Barrow Raiders, Workington Town. 80 minutes of a fun-filled summer rugby, soaking wet afternoon. It's Barrow Raiders that will be starting off, taking the ball in hand up towards the 20-metre mark now. And in defence, they're getting up strong. 13 minutes played of this first half, still remain scoreless. Ryan Johnson's gone for the crossfield kick, and it's gone straight into the hands of Ritson. Can Ritson get away? Ritson's trying to find some dry ground. He's made it all the way up towards the halfway line, and the Raiders speedster puts Barrow in a perfect position. The referee now indicates back to one. Now we've got a fight on the halfway line. Welcome to Championship Rugby. Welcome to Cumbria Derby Day. It's a 26-man brawl in the middle of the field. Would you expect nothing less?
Oh, they're just exchanging pleasantries.
Happy new season. Compliments of the new championship season.
That they understand that they're not going to have things all their own way.
It's going to be 10 minutes in the bin, is it?
Yes, it is.
So it is
Braden Lee. So yeah, he was the man on the chase back that tackled Ritson from behind. Then, as you said, Graham, I think he's had a word in his shell, hasn't he? And just sort of tried to mix things up, and he's taken to exception with it. Held him down, chucked a couple of punches as well.
I don't think it was the word in his ear.
Takes the Raiders to within 10. The momentum picks up for Barrow, moving it down the left side. Acres of space towards the try line. Is he going to be short? He's going to be over. It's going to be the first point of the championship season. They're going to go to Barrow Raiders in this Cumbrian derby. It's now Barrow 4, Workington 0. Brad Walker on kicking duties. I will bring the spectacles for next time. I really will. 6 points to 0 then. Coverage by Workington as Barrow now continue moving still towards this right hand side, trying to find some space in that Workington defensive line. Can't find any that time, so they're still going to find themselves in possession just 2 metres away as Barrow now moving towards the post. That's a fantastic ball. It's a fantastic try, and welcome to Barrow for Greg Richards. Raiders double their lead. It's now Barrow 10, Workington 0. Leap through the air like a salmon to take that ball, diving over the line, and you can tell when you make your interchanges now because it looks like Jared Stacks just walked out of a shower straight onto the field compared to all of his teammates around him.
You sing a song about Charlie Hensley.
Is it clean enough to sing on the BBC radio? No, okay. Another 2 points in the back then for the Raiders. Brad Walker 100% with that boot this afternoon. It's now extended the scoreline here in this Cumbrian derby. It's Barrow Raiders 14, Workington Town 0. We've got 6 minutes to go until half time. Park, Raiders 14, Workington Town 0. Barrow shifting this one out towards the right hand side as Johnston almost slips, gets a good ball away. Raiders find some space, they find an offload, the ball goes through, going to be chased down, but good pressure from the Workington Town defence, kick that one dead, ready for a drop goal restart. The scoreline, Raiders 14, Workington 0 as Barrow now then out towards that right side, popping that one off, trying to find a way through, trying to edge towards the line, can't quite find the line though. Play continues, just inches away out towards the right edge. Stepping, found the space, found the line, he's found a game-winning try with 20 minutes on the clock. It's now Raiders 18, it's Workington 0, and there's no coming back from here.
Ellis Archer dropped the shoulder and glided through the hole.
Especially with the Archer surname, it's a massive surname in amateur rugby league, especially around these parts for him.
It is, yeah, especially down the Ironpool way. are the Archers. Chris Archer played down here, didn't he?
Ooh. He did at one point. That's come back off the post, so the 100% record for Brad Walker this afternoon has gone. It's going to remain Barrow Raiders 18, Workington Town 0. Back to the camera so we can see who's who as Brad Walker gets this one out. Raiders trying to play this one across. It falls to Ryan King. Ryan King is trying to look for his options. He's been told he has to take the tackle there, otherwise he's going to concede the penalty. So he's taken the knee. 5 metres out now. Play continues. Can they find the line? They found a way through. I'm pretty sure that's Ellis Robson. Ellis Robson is the try scorer. Then for the Raiders, it's their 4th of the afternoon. We've got 17 minutes to go, and it's the Raiders' second row with his first of the season.
Some occasions. Just playing smart sometimes.
Brad Walker successfully converts that one then. A few metres looking for yet another try. There's Barrow now then with Ryan King just to the left-hand side of the posts, setting up some big shape on that right side. Let's see if they can pull off this one as Brad Walker then shifts this one out to Ryan Johnston. Johnston gets this one across. Raiders finding the space, Raiders finding the line, and Raiders finding yet another try. It's the cherry on top of a very wet cake. Raiders make it 28 points to 0 with 10 minutes to go.
Right. I have never seen him in sensible shoes yet in 12 months.
Well, it depends. Term sensible, what is sensible?
That's a great conversion, by the way, from Brad Walker. Moves the scoreline on to 30 points to 0.
Full time, 30 points to 0. Raiders trying to get their 6th try of the afternoon, still attacking, but still can't do too much more than just the one-up rugby. They're trying to spread the ball out towards the end of the set the best they can, and so far it's kind of working, but Workington are doing well. Good offload, a late offload there. That time it caught Workington off guard. It's a good pass out the back. Barrow have got space on that right-hand side. They've got the overlap, they've got the space. They've found a try line once again, and now it's going to be the fullback. It's going to be the 6th try for the 6th different try scorer. Luke Cresswell goes over the line. Barrow Raiders 34, Workington Town 0.
Grant Reid, when he come on, he brings something different to the team. Evan Lawther, I think he's been the best player.
We've got a break here for the Raiders, moving down that right-hand side. They're getting the ball back into Cresswell. Can Cresswell find a line? He avoids the ankle tap. He finds a line. It's 2 in 2 minutes for the Raiders fullback. It's Raiders 38, Workington 0. They are absolutely running away with this one in the Cumbrian derby.
Has been completing sets, and it's that's won Workington down, and in the second half they've just slowly ground them until fatigue comes in and the Raiders start throwing the ball around, make a few links, inside passes, and it's led to several tries. Is it 7?
7 tries in all, yeah, 5 tries surprisingly in that second half with terrible conditions, but it's finished full time here. Barrow Raiders complete an emphatic afternoon's work. They've beaten their Cumbrian neighbours Workington Town by 40 points to 0 in very challenging, very wet and very muddy conditions. From start to finish, Barrow are in complete control.
Yeah, it was a great performance if there ever was one in them conditions. 7 tries, 89% completions. They were at 75 for staff and they dipped to 50, but we just carried it on, and I know it'd be a grind early on because they're a big set and they get round the field pretty well. But I think when we hit the 18-point marks, I visibly seen them drop, and then they stopped having press on the inside, and then the outside 4 were coming up and leaving the inside. So we put Ellis Archer on to run the ball, and he scored a fantastic try, inside 3, and then he set up Luke another time he goes through the line. So the subs did a marvellous job. The 2 halves were brilliant, Bradley and Ryan Johnson. I thought they were playing with one half that helped us. I thought Jake was the only half on the field for them, so it was difficult for them. But it was just a masterful performance. I thought Tom Walker and Joe Bullock on the first stint were carrying the ball twice a set. Greg Richards comes on and scores a fantastic try. And I just thought our pre-season's been outstanding, and we've come with a great attitude. We weren't going to win every week, but we're going to play every week.
Exactly what you just said there, it's a lesson in it. It's just proved that you've got to have the ball to play against these sides, and both halves, 15-20 minutes, it was like 0-0, and then we don't complete a couple of sets and give Barrow back-to-back sets. There's the one in the first half, they went 3 sets on the belt and 4 sets on the belt. 14-0, one when we were down 12 men, sort of like, right, let's put it right in the second half. And 20 minutes into that second half, it was 9 sets to 8, and it was 0-0 in the second half for that 20 minutes. And then I think we had the ball 4 times, we only completed 1 set in the last 20 minutes. Barrow did it 14 times, we completed 13 sets, and it was 26 points in 20 minutes in the back end of that second half. So, harsh lesson. I knew what it'd be like coming here. I know they're a good side. I don't think we'll break much at home if they keep the same team on the pitch. And it's just a harsh lesson for us that we've got to, right, we've got to go set for set with teams like this. We can't give them that much ball, and you give them that much ball and that's what happens,
From the line just for the right hand side of the post as Wildy at dummy half gets it to Dean to O'Keefe. O'Keefe sticks the head down. Ben O'Keefe for the try is in, and Oldham have scored. 3 minutes 40 on the clock, and it's Ben O'Keefe. Dean to Dixon, who's chimed in to O'Keefe. O'Keefe with a step. O'Keefe looking for a second, is a couple short of the line as Dixon waits at dummy half, 10 in from that right hand touchline as Dean goes across, drops it off to Milner again in those yellow boots. He's 5 away from the line, looking for a quick play. The ball gets it as Wildy gets it to Chapelhow for the line, and Chapelhow's over. And it's Ted Chapelhow with the second try. 7:45 on the clock, and it's the second of the night for Oldham. To Milner to Drinkwater short to Ashurst. Great ball for Ashurst, needs support, got Dixon on the inside. Oh, Ashurst with a dummy. Ashurst for the line, has been caught by Glover, a metre short, and Ashurst has lost it in the tackle. Ashurst at dummy half to Riley Dean. Here is Wildy finds Drinkwater, numbers everywhere as Lannon gets it to Nisbet, and Tom Nisbet's going to get a debut try for Oldham. 21:24 on the clock, and Tom Nisbet gets a debut try. And he's back with Ross, who puts the high kick in, and it's fielded by Nisbet. Gets under Sam Hill, sets off back in field, look to offload, does offload to Dixon. Dixon, can he find a gap? Dixon's found a hole. Kieran Dixon got support from Riley Dean, and Riley Dean, can he get the burners on? And Dean is going to score, and Oldham are in. 13 minutes gone in this second half, and it's Riley Dean on the black dot, and that surely is going to be the 2 points heading back to Oldham tonight. To this left as Dean to Drinkwater, floats it out to Bibby for the corner. Bibby for the corner will score, and Oldham are in. 5th try of the night. 61 minutes on the clock. Waits at dummy half again. They're going to try this short side with Ashurst to Davis down that left hand side. Offload back, finds Geyer, and Geyer's got a little bit of running room, and Cole Geyer needs support, and he's got it. It's back to Geyer, and Geyer is going to get a debut try for Oldham. 67 minutes on the clock exactly, and Cole Geyer gets Oldham's 3rd try in the second half. Will Telecki is about to get out there as Geyer waits at dummy half. Geyer gets it to Farnworth, huge gap, and Farnworth's in. It's the 4th try of the half for Oldham. 71 minutes on the clock. It's a 7th different try scorer for the Ruffians. Waits at dummy half, gets it back. Here is Geyer to Dean, and Dean gets it to Lannon. No look ball, and Lannon's going to score. Ryan Lannon will finish things off in the 79th minute. Here is Dixon. Kicks good, flags are up. Kieran Dixon goes 6 from 8 on the night, and Oldham start their Betfred Championship campaign with a 44 points to 0 victory. Tries from 8 different try scorers: Ben O'Keefe, Ted Chapelhow, Tom Nisbet in the first half, and then in the second half, Riley Dean, Jake Bibby, Cole Geyer, Owen Farnworth, and Ryan Lannon. 6 goals off the boot from Kieran Dixon mean Oldham make the perfect start to their championship campaign.
A great start to the season. The first obvious question: what's more pleasing, the 44 or the 0?
Yeah, the 0. The identity of the team has always shone through the defence. If the boys are working hard for each other, it don't matter who you're playing and where you're playing. The opposition are always going to get, the last tackles on your own line, and the number of times in the first half in particular, we kept them out in that situation. It's tough. It's tough always to keep a team to 0. So really pleased with that. Look, Matt, this is like we're viewing it as like still a pre-season game. You know, we've had a fragmented season, and you know, like we talked about earlier in the game, Castleford got called off. So this is the first time the boys had a real good hit out, and obviously there's things to work on, and I'll be saying that to you, you know, throughout the season. But really pleased with the spirit we showed defensively to keep them out there, and it's a good hit out for us, and we go again next week.
I'm here with Salford RLFC head coach Mike Grady. We lost tonight, unfortunately, but it was more than that, wasn't it? It was the occasion that mattered the most.
Yeah, it was the occasion. The occasion was massive. It was important, and I'll be completely honest. The lads went out there and they gave 110%. I couldn't have asked any more of the lads. So it was a good dig by the boys, but the occasion was it was a fantastic occasion today. Well, listen, there was stuff there. We played some really good shape defensively. It was only 16-0 at half time, so that was fantastic effort first half. Obviously they blew us away a little bit in the second half, and that's probably down to fitness, match fitness, but the lads give a good account of themselves. There was some really good shape thrown at them, and we just need to build on that going forward.
From the right hand side they're attacking the Kells end, so you know it's the first sets. There'll be a tester on how the game's going to go.
Certainly will be, as Mark Shackley's the man to fetch the ball forward from kick-off, made it to around about his own 15-metre line before wanting a new haircut. I'm sure he had hair in Super League, Pete, I'll be honest with you, playing for the Castleford Tigers. Hasn't got any out there this afternoon, but it is now Jack Bussey to fetch it forward. He gets the offload away, and it's into the hands now of Connor Bauer. Bauer then finds Caden Gill, and this is where the Eagles will be dangerous, especially with Caden Gill. Gets the offload away to Matty Marsh. However, that pass from Gill to Marsh is forward. Hasn't liked it, something there as Caden Gill stepped up and pushed Jack Kellett, and there's a meeting of minds. And of course these days we're not going to see any punches thrown, we're not going to see too much. Just isn't worth the ban these days. But
well, every so-called punch now it's on a bungee rope, so you know you're not going to throw it. You're just throwing it back in anger, and you're not going to make contact with anyone.
You're definitely not going to throw a punch that's going to connect, because you know you're going to get in the minimum of probably a 3 or 4 game ban. Kieran Walker in there as alongside Rio McQuiston. Into the hands now of Jordan Lilly. Lilly running towards the line before finding Morgan. Morgan then puts the kick in over the top, and Dave Eccleston had come in. Top 20. Brought down. Holgate once more in there at dummy half. Into the hands of Adam Turnbull. Had to go behind it. It's Adam Turnbull. He's 1-on-1. He's got Jack Newbig in there. I think that's the right decision from Adam Turnbull to go himself, but it is the 5 and last. Holgate in there. Goes left. Kieran Walker looks to put the kick in behind. Can Whitehaven get there? They can! Mitchell Todd in that left-hand side corner! And that all comes from the break from Aaron Turnbull. There was calls of a forward pass in the build-up from the Sheffield Eagles. Whitehaven won't care a jot. Mitchell Todd, who scored 4 in 20 appearances last season, who goes 1 from 1 this afternoon here at the recreation ground. We're into the 34th minute. Whitehaven hit the front. It's Whitehaven 4, Sheffield Eagles 0. Yeah. Do have him wrapped up. 8 metres out, in line with the left-hand side post. Ball will come right into the hands of Fitzsimmons once more. The Cumbrian taken down just short of the line. Johnson in there at dummy half, comes right into the hands of Jordan Lilly, comes out the back lane to Caden Gill. Gill's in his right hand side corner, exploited the gap there, did Caden Gill, and the Eagles hit back straight after halfway, and it all comes from that silly 6 again that's been given, trying to slow Jordan Lilly down, and just 4 minutes into the second half the Eagles hit back. Whitehaven 4, Sheffield Eagles 4. So a couple of tackles left in the bank, is there? No, it's 5 and last. Always late calls. Coming on this left-hand side, Ethan Bickerdike trying to get his hands free. Gets it away to Ellison Holgate. Holgate fancies it back. Cole Walker-Taylor finds Kieran Walker. Just need to try and get it free to Whitehaven. Books the kick in behind. It's going to have to be dealt with eventually. Kick dead. Didn't give up there, did Whitehaven, but neither did the Sheffield Eagles, Pete. It was a funny piece of play, but eventually lined up with the goal line dropout. The tackles left in the bank here. Will come right. Peachy with the sidestep. He's going to be taken down, is Lewis Peachy, but they're knocking on the door here are the Eagles. Within half a metre at a maximum. Is it the 5 and last? Lilly looks to put the kick in behind. Caden Gill. One-handed collection from Caden Gill. Fantastic from the former Bradford Bull. Scored 15 tries in 23 appearances for the Bulls last season. As we just tick over into the 53rd minute here at the recreation ground, it's his second of the afternoon for Kieran Gill. It's the Eagles' second. It's Haven 4. It's Sheffield 8.
Anything about him, just keep it down the short side.
They are coming down the short side. Walker Looking to get the kicking behind once more. Taken out there is Kieran Walker. Absolutely cleared out. Bickerdike and Bauer going for it now. He was taken out, Kieran Walker. Got to be a penalty. Doctor and both physios are with him. Taken out. Got to be a penalty, surely. He wasn't going to give everything initially, was Kevin Moore. Even Bickerdike searching for the retribution for his teammate. He's flat out on both sides, as it all just meeting of the minds as it is these days. More discussions than anything else. But he was clattered, was the Whitehaven halfback, and Whitehaven to be saying, sir, it's got to be a penalty. Eventually, when Matongo's taken down, he'll play it now. Johnson will go right into the hands of Lilly. Lilly puts the kick in behind, and he's had to knock it dead. He done well there to turn and get there, did Mitchell Todd.
Yeah.
Riley trying to go his way over. Lilly's in the pocket now.
Yeah, they're setting up now.
Someone needs to put pressure on. It's the 5 and last. No one's putting pressure on. Jordan Lilly. There is that drop goal. Just into the 75th minute here at the recreation ground. 5 minutes 50 to go as we make it. And Lilly drop goal makes it Haven 4, Eagles 11. Keller has to dive in there at dummy half. Will go left into the hands of Newbegin. Crossfield kick towards his corner. He can even pick it. Can't. He'll drop it. Oh, left, right, left. Offside. Kieran Walker calls him offside, or someone's offside. It was Walker that put the ball down. 10 second half minutes will have done them. Matty Marsh taken down. Just waiting for the hoot of the sound. There it is, that hooter. It's full time here at the recreation ground. Whitehaven couldn't hold on to their half time lead, which come from the try from Mitchell Todd. It started the play area.
Yeah, I'm absolutely massively proud. I thought the players really worked hard right across the 80 minutes. I think in that first half we were probably guilty of gifting Sheffield field position. We sort of made some real good yards coming out of yardage and put some kicks into a corner, but then we sort of maybe put one out on the full and then 6 again, and then a couple of penalties which sort of took that momentum off us.
Yeah, really pleased, mate. You can't underestimate the conditions underfoot on the field out there. You walk on the field and it's like a waterbed. It's just sinking into the ground. So the 34 players that went out there today and played as well and competitively as they did. I take me off to them guys. I think the completion rate for both sides, I think it was over 90%. So it just shows that they probably weren't a great deal of expansive rugby down there. It was just straight through the middle and just trying to complete sets and defend as best as you can. And I thought defensively today, certainly on his own goal line, we scrambled really well. We had that determination, that desperation to prevent them from scoring. I think we only got broke once in the whole game in the line, and unfortunately for us, they scored on the back of it. So other than that one little line break that they got, I thought defensively were very, very good.
Yeah, it's obviously a massive positive, wasn't it? You know, we've come here, you know, not only playing one friendly against Batley on Boxing Day, and I thought we'd come and, you know, the intent, you know, with as effort areas, you know, really good. You know, obviously first minute they scored, you know, you could have thought, you know, it's going to be a long day, but, you know, it went one of two ways. You know, them thinking they can score on every play, or us changing his mindset, and I thought we changed his mindset, and, you know, we got back into the game and took us opportunities.
But the game of 2 halves was our discipline, mate, as you saw. Disgrace, so there's no way sugarcoating it really. If you're going to double up on errors and give 6 against and penalties in the same set, and then, well, yeah, and then repeat, you got no chance.
Yeah. The game did start off relatively brightly. Mo Goro scored first off in the far corner, and it looked a really well worked try.
Yeah, that was one of the few moments we saw where we stuck to game plan. That might be hypercritical now, looking back with a bit of obviously venom in me and disappointment, but we saw a couple of patches where we played how we wanted to play and we really challenged them. First set as a great example of that.
Conversion is successful by number 25, Jack Smith.
Leo, look and give us something here.
Get away!
Go Taylor! Get me away!
Well done, Taylor! Version is successful by number 25, Jackson.
Get him now! Let get him a carry! Go Taylor!
Well, yeah, because when I come back on half time, I had to lost my rhythm. That's what I was fucking
Conversion by number 19, sponsored by Ideal Building Solutions, Sunny Bedford.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. A valiant effort. It's, you know, we've not managed to get any pre-season friendlies in, so it's the first time we've played together as a group. I thought, you know, we looked a little bit clunky at times and lacked a bit of detail within our D, but the effort from the boys was there, and it was evident right to the last minute when we, you know, when we scored there through Jono. So lots to work on, which we knew there would be and anticipated there would be, and lots of positives as well.
I'm delighted. You know, it was
tough day in tough conditions again against a good team. I thought Swinton were good today. We had to be very dogged and very determined to win that game, and yeah, really pleased with the outcome. You know, and never easy coming here, so get off to a winning start. Delighted with that.
Yeah, it was exactly what we expected, a tight game really. You know, I said to the lads with weather conditions and Rochdale and ourselves, I think we're, you know, quite evenly matched. I think we've shown that over the last 12 months really. Every time we've played, I think there's only been about 6 to 2 points in it, so I'm disappointed. I've not felt this deflated after a defeat for a long time.
Has made his way through here and he hands it off, and the London Broncos are over, and it's touchdown by Robertson.
They're doing well. Good offload, a late offload there. That time he caught Workington off guard. It's a good pass out the back. Barrow have got space on that right hand side. They've got the overlap, they've got the space, they've found a try line.
Goes left. Kieran Walker looks to put the kick in behind. Can Whitehaven get there? They can! Mitchell Todd in that left-hand side corner!
To Dixon. Dixon, can he find a gap? Dixon's found a hole. Kieran Dixon got support from Riley Dean. And Riley Dean, can he get the burners up?